Jai Hind, all my dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. So today we are moving to the next part of respiratory system, that is exchange of gases, right? Earlier we have discussed that how the glucose will break down and it will form pyruvate, and after that pyruvate will undergo three changes, right? There are three fates of pyruvate. Two of them are anaerobic process and one of them is the aerobic process, right? So in the aerobic process, which takes place in the presence of oxygen, it will form carbon dioxide and water, right? And in case of anaerobic process, it will form ethanol, right? And in case of human beings, it will form the lactic acid, right? So today we are going to discuss exchange of the gases. For aerobic respiration, organisms need a continuous supply of oxygen and carbon dioxide produced during the process needs to be removed from the body, right? So they are telling for aerobic respiration. So the aerobic respiration is that respiration which takes place in the presence of oxygen, right? So they need a continuous supply of oxygen and carbon dioxide produced during the process. Different organisms use different methods for the intake of oxygen and expulsion of CO2, right? So अलग अलग organisms में क्या होगा, अलग अलग method होगा ऑक्सीजन को लेने का और उसको रिलीज करने का. Clear? Diffusion is the method which is utilized by unicellular and some simple organisms for this purpose, right? So diffusion is the method, it is utilized by the unicellular ones. Unicellular means the single celled, right? And some simple organisms for this purpose. Clear? Now when we are talking about the plants, in plants also diffusion is utilized for exchange of the gases, right? So in plants diffusion takes place for the exchange of the gases. They have the stomata, right? So stomata will open during the daytime and the gases they are exchanges O2 and CO2, oxygen and carbon dioxide. In complex animals, respiratory system does the job of exchange of gases. Like in case of human beings, they are having a well developed respiratory system, right? So they do the exchange of the gases. Now when we are talking about the aquatic organisms, gills are the respiratory organs for fishes, right? In case of they are telling about the fishes take in oxygen which is dissolved in water, right? Which is dissolved in water through the gills. Since the availability of oxygen is less in the aquatic environment, right? So the availability of oxygen is less there, oxygen की कमी होगी वहाँ पर dissolved form में हो, right? So the breathing rate of aquatic organisms is faster. तो उनका breathing rate क्या होगा, वो faster होगा. Now terrestrial organisms, तो terrestrial organisms have developed lungs for एक्सचेंज ऑफ द गैसेज, राइट? सो जो टेरेस्ट्रियल ऑर्गेनिज्म जो लैंड पर होंगे, ठीक है, लैंड पर होंगे, वो कैसे करेंगे, वो डेवलप्ड उनके अंदर लंग्स प्रेजेंट होंगी गैसेज एक्सचेंज के लिए. टेरेस्ट्रियल ऑर्गेनिजम्स यूज एटमॉस्फेरिक ऑक्सीजन, दे आर यूटिलाइजिंग द एटमॉस्फेरिक ऑक्सीजन फॉर रेस्पिरेशन, राइट? aquatic organisms use dissolved oxygen for respiration, right? So I hope this topic is clear, right? Our main topic is the human respiratory system, right? So the human respiratory system, now we are going to discuss about the human respiratory system. So the human respiratory system is composed of a pair of lungs. So we are having a pair of lungs, and respiration by lungs is called pulmonary respiration, right? Respiration by lungs is known as pulmonary respiration. So the human respiratory system is composed of a pair of lungs, right? And these are attached to a system of tubes which open on the outside through the nostrils, right? They open through the nostrils. Now we are going to discuss what are the parts of the respiratory system. Following are the main structure in the human respiratory system, right? I think you all aware that the parts of the respiratory system, right? What are those? Nostrils, pharynx, larynx, bronchi, bronchioles. So one by one we are going to discuss all these parts. The first one is your nostrils, right? There are two nostrils which converge to form a nasal passage, right? So there are two nostrils that will converge into a nasal passage. The inner lining of the nostrils is lined by hairs, so the hairs is also present there and remain wet due to the mucus secretion. Now continuously the mucus will secrete there and hair is also present. The mucus and the hair helps in filtering the dust particles. So when we are breathing, so they will help? They help in the filtering the dust particles out from the inhaled air, right? From whatever the air we are inhaling, so they will filtering that air, right? The mucus and the hairs. Further, air is warmed up when it enters the nasal passage, right? Then the air will warm up. This is the role of nostrils. Now the next part they are telling is the pharynx, right? Pharynx is a tube-like structure, right? It is a tube-like structure, right? And pharynx is a common chamber of food and air. Pharynx is a common chamber of food and air. Pharynx opens into trachea or windpipe, right? So pharynx opens into trachea or windpipe through glottis. So it is tube-like structure which continues after the nasal passage. Clear? The next is your larynx. Larynx is also known as sound box, right? Larynx is also known as sound box, right? So this part comes after the pharynx and it also called as the voice box or the sound box. Clear? Trachea. Now the trachea is known as the windpipe, right? Trachea is known as the windpipe, right? So it is composed of cartilage. The cartilage is present there, right? You have read in class 9th about the cartilage, right? So cartilaginous rings prevent the collapse of trachea, right? So they helps in the absence of air, right? So the trachea, they are telling that cartilaginous rings are present that will prevent the collapse of the trachea, right? Now the next is your bronchi, right? So the bronchi, after the trachea, after entering in the thoracic cavity, the trachea divides into two bronchi. A pair of bronchi comes out from the trachea, right? So the pair of bronchi comes out from the trachea, with each bronchus goes to each lung, right? Now the bronchioles, right? Now the bronchioles, a bronchus divides into branches, right? And sub branches inside the lung, right? So this is the bronchioles. Now the last is your, what is the last? Alveoli, right? So the alveoli, these are air sacs. Air sac means थैली के समान स्ट्रक्चर जो होगा, ठीक है, थैली के समान जो स्ट्रक्चर होगा. These are the air sacs at the end of bronchioles. Clear? I hope it is clear. Now I will explain you with the help of diagram, right? I will explain you with the, so this is the human respiratory system, right? I hope the diagram you are able to see it clearly, right? I hope now you are able to, this is the nasal passage, right? This is the nasal passage when you are inhaling the air. This is the mouth cavity they are telling. Now this is the pharynx part. So pharynx is a common chamber of food and air, right? So the pharynx open into, where the pharynx will open, it will open in it will open in trachea or windpipe through glottis, right? It will open in the, right, the pharynx open in the trachea or windpipe through the glottis, right? The next is your larynx, right? So the larynx is known as the voice box. This is the voice box, right? This is the voice box, right? So, or we can call it the sound box, right? And now this is the trachea part. So trachea is the windpipe, right? Trachea is the windpipe. You are able to see it. Now the trachea divides into two bronchi, right? So the it will divide into two bronchi, right? And after that, they are telling about this. This is the bronchi, right? And these are the bronchioles. Further branching is, you will see it here. These are the bronchioles, right? So each bronchus enters into its side of lung and divides into smaller branches known as bronchioles. Clear? Now the air is breathed through the air, right? Air is breathed through air passage into thin air sac or alveoli of lungs, right? So this is the alveolar sac, right? This is the alveolar sac they are showing, and this is the alveolar sac. What is the role of this? The alveoli, it will help in the exchange of the gases. If you are able to see it, respiratory bronchioles, it is these are the alveoli, right? It is a balloon like structure. It is a balloon like structure, and what role it will play? It will play in the exchange of the gases, right? It will play in the exchange of, it will help in the exchange of the gases, right? You are able to see it clearly. This is the rings of cartilage, right? Rings of cartilage is their lungs, and these are the ribs. Now this lower portion is the diaphragm, right? So this is all about your human respiratory system, right? So now we are going to discuss about the breathing mechanism, right? So the breathing mechanism of how, when we are breathe in, when we are breathe in, or when we are breathe out, right? So when we breathe in, we lift our ribs, right? We lift our ribs and flatten our diaphragm, right? And the chest cavity becomes larger as a result, right? So when we breathe in, suppose when we are breathing in, so our diaphragm will become flat and our chest cavity will become expands. Air is sucked into the lungs, right? So air is sucked into the lungs and fills the expanded alveoli. So air will enter here and the and fills the expanded alveoli, right? Blood brings CO2 from the rest of the body for release into the alveoli, right? So the blood from the rest of the body, it will from the rest of the body for release into the alveoli, and the oxygen in the alveolar air is taken up by the blood in the alveolar blood vessels, right, to be transported to the all cells in the body. So we are taking the air will enter, right? The air, whatever we are breathing in, we are taking oxygen and it will goes to the alveoli, and from the rest of the body there is an exchange of CO2 and O2, right? So the CO2 will be released, right? It will goes to the alveoli, and from the alveoli oxygen will be taken there, right? तो एल्वुलाई से क्या मिल जाएगी? ऑक्सीजन मिल जाएगी, और ब्लड जो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को कैरी कर रहा है वो उसको कहाँ दे देगा? वो एक्सचेंज कर लेगा, राइट? ड्यूरिंग ब्रीथिंग साइकिल, व्हेन द एयर इज टेकन इन एंड लेट आउट, राइट, द लंग्स कंटेन ए रेसिडुअल volume of air. So during the breathing cycle, when the air is taken in, right, and let out, जब सांस लेंगे छोड़ेंगे, the lungs contain a residual volume of air, ठीक? तो residual means जो कुछ amount left हो गया, ठीक है? So that there is sufficient time for oxygen to be absorbed, right? So that the oxygen will to be absorbed and for the carbon dioxide to be the release, right? So I hope now it is clear to you, the breathing mechanism, right? The breathing mechanism is clear to you. So when we are taking oxygen, what would happen, and when we are releasing, what would happen? Clear? When the body size of animals is large, the diffusion pressure alone cannot take care of oxygen, right, delivery to all parts of the body. So in case of human beings, when the body size will be the large, so the diffusion pressure alone cannot take care of the oxygen to all parts of the body. Clear? Respiratory pigments takes up oxygen, so the respiratory pigment will take up the oxygen from air, right, in the lungs, and carry it to the tissues. So it will carry it to the tissues which are deficient in oxygen before releasing it, right? So the respiratory pigment, it will take the ऑक्सीजन वो ले लेगा, ठीक है ना, ऑक्सीजन वो ले लेगा, ठीक, एंड कहाँ ले जाएगा, वो टिश्यूज में ले जाएगा विच आर डेफिशिएंट इन ऑक्सीजन, जहाँ पर ऑक्सीजन की कमी हो रही होगी बिफोर रिलीजिंग इट. क्लियर? In human beings, the respiratory pigment is hemoglobin, right? In case of human beings, the respiratory pigment is hemoglobin. Heme here, the word heme किसके लिए होगा? Iron, ठीक है, ये heme iron, and the word globin is protein, right? Which has a very high affinity for oxygen, right? तो hemoglobin के साथ क्या जुड़ जाएगा? ऑक्सीजन जुड़ जाएगा. Right, so the respiratory pigment is hemoglobin, and the hemoglobin combined with oxygen, right, then it will form oxyhemoglobin, right, oxyhemoglobin. This pigment is present in the red blood corpuscles. कहाँ present होगी वो? हमारे RBC के अंदर present होगी, right? This pigment is present in our red blood corpuscles. Carbon dioxide is more soluble in water, right? Carbon dioxide क्या होगी? ज़्यादा soluble होगी then the oxygen is, and hence is mostly transported in the dissolved form in our blood, right? So the carbon dioxide is more soluble in water than oxygen, right, and oxygen is hence more transported in the dissolved form in our blood. Clear? I hope the topic of respiratory system is clear. If in case of doubt, you will ask me, but please, during the lectures, please be attentive, right, and focus it. If in case of doubt, you can ask me. Clear? Okay.